Welcome to another episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant.
Yes.
This is Kev. What's up, Kev?
What's happening, dude?
I'm good, man. Trying to stay cool in this heat. Y'all, for those that don't know, we shoot this show in Texas. That's where we live, in Texas. And it is hot as hell. No, we just had 2 months of rain and flooding and all that stuff, and thankfully we didn't float away. But now the sun has come out,
with a
and
vengeance.
I think it's here to stay too.
Yeah.
So one of the things. Let me dispel, I guess, maybe a little urban myth for some folks out there that think that black folks don't get sunburned. That's a lie. We do burn and we do get hot just like everybody else, okay?
Yeah.
Hence why, Kev, between now and probably till about the end of September, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., you will not see me outside, okay? Ain't happening, man. It's too hot.
We'll be indoors.
Shooting the show and in the movies, okay?
Yeah.
Where you should be. But hey, we got a great show lined up for you today. We're reviewing the film Entourage. This film is rated R, has a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes. It's a comedy. In it, we have movie star Vincent Chase and his crew. They link up once again with their buddy Ari to put together a new film project.
Right. This movie was directed and written by Doug Ellin, who is responsible for a lot of the episodes of Entourage. I believe he is a co-creator of the show as well. It stars Adrian Grenier, Jerry Ferrara, Kevin Connolly, Kevin Dillon, Jeremy Piven.
Mm-hmm.
The whole cast is back.
Yeah.
Okay, they are back, kicking it like they always do. What do you say we get into it?
Yeah, let's do this. So, this film, you basically, let's see, you have a 2-hour episode of Entourage.
More or less.
To sum it up.
More or less.
And not necessarily a bad thing, but that it truly is the best way to describe this film. It's very safe. Now, what I could appreciate, Kev, because I tried to look at this film from this perspective of someone that doesn't know anything about the TV show.
Right.
I think they do a really good job of bringing those folks up to speed.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty quickly you can kind of figure out what's going on, the storyline of the characters in the film, and catch on, which I could appreciate. I'm not a Entourage fan and watched all the years and episodes.
Right.
I've seen a few, and they were cool, but just not maybe must-see TV for me.
Right.
But nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
What I do know, Kev, what I learned from this film.
What?
I could never blow up, man, and live like in Hollywood, man. I'd be dead like in. It's too crazy, man.
They make it seem so.
Oh my gosh, man! You just like find me on the toilet, dead, and it's like I know that sounds bad, like morbid, but
yeah, it does sound. Even for you, that's dark. Ain't it?
Hey, man, I'm just being real.
Okay, the gang's all here. If you are an Entourage fan, I watch the show every week. It wasn't must-see TV, but I did watch the show every week. So I was familiar with all the characters. I was familiar with all the storylines. Mm-hmm. All the storylines are picked up where they left off on television. And they do a pretty good job of trying to build upon some of those storylines and those relationships as we move forward. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, it's a television show on the big screen.
Yeah. Solid cast. These guys have been working together for years. So, and it comes across. They're very comfortable with each other.
Right.
It's fluid. It's funny. Another thing I learned off of this film is, man, every guy needs a crew. Right,
it's just bros,
you need some bros, man. And as you see from this film, none of these guys are perfect, right? Everybody has some flaws, but that's life, right? We all flawed. But every bro needs some bros to mix it.
You gotta have some homies.
Gotta have some homies, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. The castmates, like you said, are free and easy with one another. You can tell they've worked together for years. It's like visiting with old friends when you tune in to this. What else can we say? It is Entourage. It is the television show. It's exactly what you are accustomed to seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's cool. It wouldn't be Entourage if it wasn't cool, right? Mm-hmm. So you get that cool gear, cool cars, beautiful women. Even the product placement is cool, Kev, which I typically hate. But even the placement of the products in the film is all smooth and stuff like that. It's one of these. I mean, it's
everything from Cadillac to Avion tequila.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of product placement all over the place.
Yeah.
But you know, it's forgiven. It's forgiven because at the very least, you look at that stuff and you're like, I might need to try some of that.
That's exactly right.
Or I would love to have that car.
No doubt, man. The Cadillac they got in this film, I was definitely like,
I've never seen that Cadillac before.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. So pretty clean. But you have a movie. This is movies for guys who like movies. Home run, right up the middle.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's always fun to get an irreverent peek behind the scenes of the movers and shakers in Hollywood. Entourage has always tried to give us that. This ain't Robert Altman's The Player, okay? But it's still a lot of fun. It's still a lot of fun. So with that said, you ready to put some points on this thing?
Yeah, let's put some points on it. I would say well done. This, is what it is. It's a 2-hour episode of Entourage, but it's not a cash grab. Hollywood could have easily slopped some stuff together and slapped the Entourage sticker on it and say, send it out. They did not do this. I think it was, they did a great job putting this film together. It was solid. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. From my perspective, I think it kind of was a cash grab. I think they did just kind of put something together, slap the Entourage name on it, and they hope to capitalize on the television show's fans. I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing because it is a lot of fun to see where these characters end up and to see where they're going. It's like, visiting old friends again, like I said. At its core, Entourage has always been male fantasy fulfillment. Okay, let's just be real with one another. It plays loose and free and easy with promiscuity, and these guys, hey, they end up in the sack with more ladies than you can shake a stick at. But again, it's a 2-hour show transported to the big screen. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, yeah. And then I was thinking about this too. I was like, what else could it be though? And just thinking about the storyline of what Entourage is. Right. It's like you bring it to the big screen. I don't know what other storyline could be anyway.
Well, it begs the question, did it need to be made into a movie?
Well, that's maybe, that's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know, but definitely something to discuss. But there you have it. You got a 7 from Kev, you got an 8 from me. You decide. And be sure to like us on Facebook.
Or follow us on Twitter at The Movie Brothers.
Yep, make sure you subscribe to this channel, okay? And also, quick announcement, next week, June 11th through the 14th, New York City, the American Black Film Festival, ABFF, is going on. I will be in the house kicking it. So would love to meet you. If you're a fan of the show, come up, say hello, let's chop it up, and give me a hug or give me a handshake. Just don't curse me out.
Unfortunately, I won't be there. I've got business with the movie Sister and the movie Young'uns. So I'll be kicking it at home. But hopefully I'll be able to catch up with you guys at a future film festival or next year in New York City as well.
Yeah, I'll hold it down for you, Kev, and try to represent for the crew, man, not make you look too bad.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it as always.
All right. We are the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. This is the place, the one and only place where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.